Fucking sick ass.
Shalom! Welcome to LJ's
Shalom.
Shalom.
Chat. How are we all tonight, lads?
Upset.
Yeah, going good. Going good.
Well, straight to it. Daniel Levy has quit Tottenham Hotspur after nearly a quarter of a century in charge. The man who built the 1.2 billion stadium, brought Champions League football and oversaw some of Spurs' biggest deals has finally stepped down. But with just 2 trophies to show for it all, has he been a success or a failure? Dan?
I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, if you know what I mean. I think there'll be loads of fans out there, don't get me wrong, that'll be absolutely jumping for joy, going on the source, absolutely loving the fact that Levy has now gone for the club and that they'll think that we're going to win the Premier League for the next 20 odd years. Utter bollocks, mate. I'll tell you what, sometimes the grass is not green on the other side, and I've seen it before. We just have to wait and see what happens now and see who comes in. I've heard Enoch are not leaving. They want to win things. Apparently now it's all come out that they want to win championships and trophies, and they think that they now with the team that's in charge, because Carrington's taken over, and they think that he's obviously standing in at the moment. They think that they've got the right team there now to do it, and it was a good time for Levy to step down and all that. Listen, it's going to be interesting over the next coming months to see exactly how it goes on. But me, for one, I've got mixed feelings about it because, like yourself, I've seen us through the shit times, seen us through the shit chairman that we've had, the shit leagues, and now you can't doubt, right, for one thing, what Levy has done. He's got us to where we are now, and maybe people might say, yeah, but it's not good enough, and we should be fighting. Well, yeah, maybe we should do, but let's take it back a little bit. We've got a magnificent freaking training ground, facilities there that's second to none. He's overseen the stadium, and we just need to just have a little look at what's he's actually done for the club. He's never been. He's done everything for the club at the end of the day, hasn't he? Let's face it, he's done it. Whether he's there to appease the fans and go out and spend 200 or 300 booking million each transfer window. No, he's not been like that. And yeah, maybe the funds haven't been there all the time and a lot. But listen, let's just see. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't Levy's money that he was there to spend. It was Enoch's, because they are the majority holders of the club at the end of the day. So let's see if they're going to put their flipping money where their mouths are now. Do you know what I mean? Because there's now statements coming out saying that they are fully backing this, that, and the other, moving forward and all that. So we'll just have to wait and see, mate. But I mean, look, we've all had our gripes about Levy up and down the years, over the 24 years and all that lot. And we've not won as much as what we've wanted, what we've craved as fans and all that lot. And probably we could have won a little bit more as a club, but we didn't. So it's like I say, positive, mate. We just need to move forward now and not let this descend onto the football pitch because he's gone. But I think things were in motion anyway, that he had a stage that he was going to go. And the amount of changes that we've seen already, and that's quite a lot for Tottenham, not just the manager, but training team. Do you know what I mean? Certain high up board members and shareholder members and shit like that, they've all changed. So let's just see what's going on. But you can't doubt what he's done for the club, and he's got us this stadium and everything else. So I'm not going to badmouth him. He's done what he's done for the club. So yeah, see what happens.
I think I'm the same as you, Dan. Johnny?
I'm gutted. Who am I going to fucking blame now, look? Who am I going to blame? Carrington out. That's what I'm not gutted though, to be honest with you. He deserves to go. He deserves to step down. I liked White Hart Lane, the stadium. I know it needed renewing. I can't stand Sugar. Can't stand Levy. Can't stand none of the capitalist bastards, to be honest with you.
To be honest with you, if I look at it from a sensible point of view, this is just my opinion before going to Milton. If you're Joe Lewis and you've employed Daniel Levy, he must have been probably the best employee that you could have hoped for. But from a fan's point of view, football-wise, it didn't deliver. But as Danny said, he was only playing with the cards he was dealt with, weren't he? So I'm sort of like, thank you for everything. And he has turned Tottenham into a worldwide brand, to be fair, and not the facilities, like Dan said. So I just think you've done all right for us, mate, and just good luck to you. I'm not going to badmouth the man. What do you reckon, Milton?
Yeah, bit the same with everyone. You know, you can't take away what he's done for the club as a business and our identity. You know, what he's done is second to none. You know, the stadium, training facilities.
But
But
a lot of views. Yeah.
What's he doing?
A lot of views.
but football
Sorry,
set.
I respectfully disagree.
But on the football sense, yeah, he's done pretty dismal in my opinion. You know, the time under Poch, what was it, 518 days without buying a player, being the only club to never buy a player to transfer season, which was ridiculous. So you got to fault him in that aspect. But at the end of the day, you know, he's done what he's had to. See you later, fuck off, and bring in the next person. Because I don't care who's up top. All I care about is the football club and try to move forward and, you know, looking in the right direction. Try to fucking win things again, not be the bridesmaid. Let's be the fucking bride for once.
Yeah, that's fair enough, man. He came out and said, I'm incredibly proud of the work I have done together with the executive team and all our employees. We have built this club into a global heavyweight competing at the highest level. More than that, we have built a community. I was lucky enough to work with some of the greatest people in the sport, from the team at Lily Whitehouse and Hotspur Way to the players and managers over the years. I wish to thank all the fans that have supported me over the years. It hasn't always been an easy journey, but significant progress has been made. I'll continue to support this club passionately. And that sums it up for me, Dan, because he didn't mention nothing about the footballing side of it.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
But listen, he's a Spurs fan.
He is, yeah.
And you can't doubt that. And he's always been. Look, we know what a businessman he is. He's brilliant. Do you know what I mean? You can only see that business side. So that is, he gets a pat on the back for. But like we say, the football side is where us fans and the managers and the players want to be winning things. We don't want to be that team that's fucking, like Milt said, you can't get to a Champions League final, right, without backing your manager and spending money. Do you know what I mean? That team there, Poch even said it needed a build. We need
What's his hands?
Well, exactly. The thing
Never
is, right, we
gonna
don't
know.
know, right? He's got a minority share in the club. So it's not actually his money that he's going to go and fork out 50, 60, 70 million on. It's Enoch, it's Joe Lewis, it's the family, the Lewis family. They're all Spurs fans. So it's a little bit, in my mind, I'm thinking, if your family's all Spurs, surely you're going to want to say, well, hang on a minute. I mean, they're minted. The family is absolutely minted. So you like to think, why would you not want to plough more money in to be fighting in the top four every single season? Do you know what I mean? To be playing in the Champions League every season. But it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. And Levy is the one that is going to be getting the brunt of all of that, regardless, because he's the chairman. So everybody will just go, it's your fault you're not spending. But actually, it's not his fault he's not spending. It comes from higher than from him. It comes from Joe Lewis and the family. And like you say, if they turn around and say, well, actually, we need to balance books, so you've only got 50 million, you've only got 50 million.
Yeah.
And that's why we've ended up over the years with having some shit last-minute deals just to get 2 or 3 extra players in with a fucking hour to go in the transfer window. Do you know what I mean? So, look, I get where John's coming from, and I know where most fans are coming from, the frustration that is Levy. that is Levy. And I agree with John. Loved fucking White Hart Lane. Loved being a season ticket holder down there. Loved going down all the time. The atmosphere, being that close to the ground. But you had fans in there then. You had proper fans. There was only a little bit of corporate, and the rest of it was fucking proper fans, hardcore Spurs fans that were there. Do you know what I mean? The people off the streets are like, and unfortunately, progression is fucking horrible. And if we want to progress and go globally like we do with the Sons and all that brings so much flipping revenue and merchandise to our doorstep, then yeah, we do have to bite that bit of a bullet sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So I know where John's coming from, and I know where we've all got our own opinions. I ain't gonna badmouth the man. He knows what he's done. He knows where he's fucked up in the past. So
let me badmouth Dan when he priced all the locals out the stadium. Priced the no incomes out the stadium.
I know, but that's progression, John. At the end of the day, and we can't keep paying 500-600 quid for a season ticket when we've got people that want to start earning more money. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes with the territory, doesn't it? We're not the only team that's fucking that's put up our fucking prices. So
there has been a statement from Football London saying generations of the Lewis family support this special football club, and they want what the fans want: more wins, more often. This is why you have seen recent changes, new leadership, and a fresh approach in Vinay Thomas and Peter Charrington. They believe they are backing the right team to deliver on this. This is a new era. Levy will remain as part of the club as a shareholder. Enick own 86.91% share, and of that, a trust of which the Lewis family are beneficiaries of owns 70.12%, while Levy and his family are potential beneficiaries of discretionary trust, which owns 29.8% of that share. So do you believe, John, that they're going to invest money, these Lewis people?
He's gone. Yes, and and the structure's going to remain the same, isn't it? You know,
they're basically saying they're going to invest more money, but do you believe it?
I don't believe nothing that comes out of Enick's mouth. And thank you to Brian Daigle and his mates who were protesting long before change for fucking Tottenham. Yeah, because that change for Tottenham was just riding on Brian Daigle's coattails.
Brian's been Levy out for as long as I can remember.
He's the one that
tonight, Brian, isn't you?
He's the one that opened my eyes. So thank you, Brian, and thank you, Tottenham away when they had Brian on all those years ago.
Milton, well, what do you think? We'll see where they put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
What do you think of the restructuring? Will it be beneficial to us as a football club, Milton?
That's what we've got to see. It's like hindsight's a funny thing. Sometimes, like the old saying is, better the devil you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we could go off in a worse direction, but we don't know. We just have to wait and see. What I suggest now that Levy's gone, Levy out, Johnny in. Johnny's our new CEO. We're changing our identity. We're no more Tottenham Hotspurs. We're Baked Potato FC. and our major sponsor is Front Wheel Skids.
Do you know what?
No more AIA.
So I'll just give everything away to everyone.
Yeah. And instead of like printed like your surname and number at the back, you actually write the number and surname with crayons.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's a good point what Brian makes there. We will see in January. 100%. 100%. Well, a lot of people have texted me today asking who is this new Spurs chairman, Peter Carrington. He joined Tottenham in March as a non-executive director. He's the director of Enick, the company that holds the majority stake in Spurs. He spent over 25 years at a financial firm. He also holds a number of other roles. He's a senior partner at Nexus Luxury, which runs a resort in the Bahamas. He's also a senior advisor to One Equity Partners and UST Global, who work in the digital technology. He's the board member at other companies. Now he steps into the non-executive chairman role at Tottenham for the first time. He's held such a role. So Is he a football man? I don't know if Brian knows. Is he a football? Because that's what matters to me. I don't care who takes over, but I want them to be a football man.
No, he's 25 years in Citibank, where he used to be the chairman of Citibank, didn't he? And now he works in that company for the Bahamas. That's owned by the Tavistock Group, isn't it? What Joe Lewis has got his fingers in.
Yeah.
So it's all a bit e-nicky, isn't it?
Yeah.
It all smells a bit e-nicky.
You're not getting another football man. You're definitely Carrington's not another football man.
No, definitely not.
He ain't. But then what chairman is full football man?
Are we going to put Carrington out on a fucking banner?
Who? What, already? Jesus.
I'm getting in there early, Lou. I'm getting in there early.
There's been a lot of views coming in. I'll just read a few out and see what you think. This man writing saying, no doubt Levy has left the club in a better place since he came in 25 years ago. The infrastructure is best in class, and more often than not, most people do not understand how difficult it is to implement. If it was so easy, every club would have done it. Thank you, Mr. Levy. Another one's put, I think this could be the case of careful what you wish for, echoing what Milton said. Not matter what the majority of Spurs fans think of Levy, they wouldn't be the club they are now with the facilities they've got without his hard work behind the scenes. With that, Brian. Daniel Levy, the owner, would have sacked Daniel Levy, the chairman, many times over. Persistent football failures and missing key targets time and time again. A Europa League covers for the 17th place finish he oversaw. This was long overdue. Agreeing with you, John. Levy made mistakes, but always had the best interests of the club at heart, left them in a strong position financially and with the best ground and training ground in Europe. And contrary to popular belief, he always backed his managers in the transfer market. Thank you, Daniel. So surprisingly, I mean, I've got more here, but a lot of fans are like, thank you for what you've done. But yeah, basically it's the time to go now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's acceptable though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I was expecting a lot more, fuck off, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And there is that on Twitter, but if you go on Twitter at any time, or X, what it's called now.
Let's face it, nobody wants to fucking sit there, especially in the stadium, when it's full and there's banners going around and you're getting your name sung home and away. It doesn't matter where you go. Nobody wants to see that. So the pressure would have been getting to him because he wouldn't have been able to ignore it.
Isn't it a coincidence as well that yesterday that Mush got arrested, did he? For putting on Twitter that he was next time he's down at Tottenham, he wants to shoot Daniel Levy.
Is that the one he's been banned on for 3 years?
Yeah. Because I sort of think to myself, as Daniel Levy. Weren't you, John? Where were you, John? Does it make you think, if you try and put yourself in his shoes, do you think he thinks, I've given this club everything that I can and I'm still getting shit? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think he probably understands a little bit.
Yeah.
Johnny did a do-day. He had a good alibi. He was doing arts and craft.
Yeah. And plus, I've signed that document. I'm not allowed to touch firearms ever. Otherwise, I'll go back inside.
Trying to show sort of bullet point thing here. Levy arrived in 2000 when Enick brought into Spurs, becoming chairman in 2001. He quickly gained control of the club and oversaw its transformation into a global brand. What he's done, infrastructure, built Hotspur away training ground in 2012 and a state-of-the-art stadium in 2019. On the pitch, delivered the 2008 League Cup, constant European football and a Champions League final in 2019, plus the Cup win last year. Finances, known as one of the football's toughest negotiators, famously sold Gareth Bale for a then record 86 million. Spurs often posted strong profits under his stewardship. Managers appointed a long list of coaches from Pochettino, who took Spurs to the Champions League final, to Mourinho, Conte, now Frank. Reputation, respected for business vision, but criticised by fans for being too cautious in the transfer market. His legacy, love him or loathe him, Daniel Levy leaves Spurs with world-class facilities, a global profile and a place among Europe's elite clubs, but also questions about whether more trophies could have been won. That legacy thing, spot on, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I think it is, to be honest.
Do you know what I mean?
He's gone now, so You just got to look forward, haven't we? See what happens. See what Carrington happens. See what the Lewis family bring to the party now. And we're not expecting them to go and spend 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150 million in January, because I don't think it'll happen. But we've just got to see what goes on. Do you know what I mean? They've got to trust if they've got a process and they think they've got the right team there now, then do you know what I mean? You've got to go for it. In 2 years' time, if we're starting to fucking go that way.
Why is he sitting in the dark?
He's in
He's having a diary.
Can't you afford your leg?
Having a fag outside, Lou. I'm seeing if I can smoke more than Milton on a live stream. We've got this little bet going on.
Yeah, I know so you're saying, Dan. Yeah, Milton, so I'm going to ask you the question then. Are Spurs now under this new leadership, shall we say, are they going to go straight in, bang for Savinho over an £100 million bid in January? Just to prove a point and say, look, we're here.
That's the $1 million question. What I want to see is, are they going to focus on the football side, or are they going to continue on the business side, like your NFLs and go-karts and your boxing and Beyonce concert? That's what I want to see. If they continue on that route, just, having Spurs as our identity as just as a business, not focusing on the football, then what was the point of Levy stepping down?
Yeah.
So only time will tell. So if we're going to focus on football, great, so be it. But if we just focus on your Tyson Furies and whatever fucking UFC and NFL and baseball and go-karts, then we're still in the same fucking, still stuck in the same position. So we'll see what happens. If we have a big January transfer and a big summer transfer next year, then we know we're headed in the right direction. But until now, I'm on the fence and I'm just waiting to see what happens. So see how we go.
That's fair enough. Hey, John, do you think Levy will still have his finger in the pies when it comes to like the properties side as Tottenham and all that, and properties?
I can't see the structure changing within the property business, but I don't know nothing about that, Lou, to be honest with you. I don't think he'll have nothing to do with football ever again.
No, I don't.
I think the pressure's got to him through a lot of the fans, not the protest group, the proper fans that have naffed off about him.
Yeah.
But the property, I think he's still got his fingers in the pies in the property, and the new they're developing around Tottenham at the minute, aren't they? I think that's where his ambition is, to develop all around Tottenham, and is it Meridian Waters or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
On the
Because there was rumours 3 months ago now that he would be stepping down to have some sort of role, and it looks like this is it. As I said, he hasn't stepped down himself. He was forced to step down. That's what's coming out now, later on tonight.
I think it was 18 months till we got to this point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a year and a half.
Who's saying that he was forced out now?
It's all over the place on a lot of journalists and that coming out.
Oh, it wasn't forced out. You can tell it weren't forced out. You can tell it was all pre-planned with the
It was. No, not forced. That's probably the wrong word, but he was told this was going to happen. He was told this.
It would have been. It would have been mutual consent.
What's going to happen
with all the restructuring on the board?
So what? Why give him the transfer window then? Why leave him there for? I don't get it. If they already had plans, if they had plans after last year. If like Joe Lewis and Enoch and all that had plans for the big change and all that lot, and we all said, me and Lou, that we said beforehand that I'd heard that it was going to be done over a year, and then he was going to go and he was going to step down and take a back seat, and he was just going to concentrate business side of it and all that lot, and the football side of it was going to be left to others, whoever it was going to be, Vinay and all that lot coming in. So why put him through if they knew that this was going to happen? Why give him that transfer window? Because he's not spending his money, isn't he?
I suppose they didn't want to put it on the new bush coming straight on. I suppose we'll let Daniel just have this wind and then.
Why not? Frank's just come in, new manager.
Well, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I know. It's just Do
you reckon Thomas Frank knew about this when he signed?
Yeah, definitely. That's why he signed up.
Yeah, that's probably why he signed up. Yeah,
that's definitely why he signed up. He's been made the head of the coach head, isn't he? Properly, not
The
just
what?
the manager. He's
Head
head of
coach.
coaching and everything.
Head of football.
Yeah.
Does that mean that then he may be taking a little bit of a role, and then Cochrane's going to start being more of the first team coach, as in the first team Tottenham?
I hope
Who
so.
knows? I think they'll all come out slow. Do you know what I think?
maybe.
I don't know why someone doesn't grow a pair of bollocks and go back to the days where we grew up in the 80s, where the manager was in charge of what players he had. The manager went, you know what I mean? All this director
100%.
trying to continentalise it's bollocks. I don't want to say, if I was a manager, I wouldn't want to say you even going out and saying, right, Louis, this is who you. Nah, mate. I'll say these are the players I want.
Yeah.
The director
That
of
went
football,
out.
nonsense.
That went out with Sugar, didn't it?
Yeah, but I think the director of football position is a load of bollocks, to be honest with you.
It's football, though, isn't it? It's not just. It's across the board. It's shit. Yeah, I agree with you.
It's good to have scouts and all that, but then he'll tell the manager, "Look, I've been looking at this player," and then the manager will go and see for himself.
Yeah,
it's only football. Like in Oz, like our main sports like rugby league and AFL, and whenever a player signs for a club, it's the manager that picks it. No scouting, no directors. No, I want that player. I want him in.
That's what he used to do.
A lot of
yeah,
and a lot of times managers wouldn't sign for a club because I'll be like, I'll sign for a club, but I need these 4 players. If you can't give me these 4, I'm not coming in.
Yeah. There's another couple of quotes there from 2 people. First one says, 2 things can be right. Daniel Levy done a great job in building the infrastructure and displaying unbelievable corporate governance. However, he was also one of the least ambitious football owners / chairman in the Premier League era, with more focus on profitability than football. And the second one says, in 10 years' time, Daniel Levy will be regarded as one of the best chairmen ever. Yes, trophy count is not good enough, but financial standing puts us in a great position. If this is the start of a sales process, be careful what you wish for. Since I see that one, though, they've come out and said, haven't they?
Is it the Saudi group? Is it PFI? Is it PIF?
But they're saying at the moment, the Lewis family, we are not selling.
Until the price is right.
Well,
it's the Saudi group, isn't it? It's PIF, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's got an interest in taking over. I just don't see how. To be honest, right, I don't see how Muslim-based country is going to come into a predominantly heritage of and a big following of Jewish football club.
Yeah, man. This is probably my point of view, and maybe yours, Dan. I don't know about John's. I think this is just a generational quote, and this one struck me really. I've been a Spurs fan, he says, since 1989. Most of the 90s was abysmal as a Spurs fan. Daniel Levy has done wonders from what we were doing under Alan Sugar. Levy has set us up for the future and solidified us as a top 6 club. Thank you, Daniel. Because he remembers only the dark old days.
I mean, we all remember it because we're in our 50s. Do you know what I mean? We remember the shit days. Fucking hell.
The 90s give me nightmares, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. The only good bit of the 90s was Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney, Chim Chim. I won't sing the rest of that. But yeah, the 90s were the end of the 90s was shit, weren't they? And then we had Paul Gascoigne pop up, and yeah, do you know what? I prefer the 80s.
On the whole, then, lads, we'll keep this sweet tonight. On the whole, then, we're okay with Levy going, and John's ecstatic. Yeah, John.
Yeah, I'm proper happy. I'm happy, very happy.
And
I am. Listen, like you say, you can only see what happens now, and people, and Levy's done it himself. We can only see people can only promise, and then those promises get broken. So the Lewis family, they've got they're either going to back this club now and turn this football team and club back to where it should be, and not just like Milton said, John, not concentrate on all the business side and all the NFL and all. Like, yeah, that's making its own money for the club. We don't need to advertise that. It's there. Do you know what I mean? It's already there. It's the football team and the fans that have lacked the ambition from the from the club and the owners at the end of the day. And that's what I want to see.
See, I don't mind the NFL and all the concerts and the fights being.
No, I don't mind.
I quite like them at Tottenham because it puts us on the map.
Yeah.
And it's quite a good idea, you know. But if they filtered the money back into the football club instead of continually doing this PR thing, and do you know, just put the money back into the club, even if it's 45% of it, then no one would be moaning, would they?
No, I wouldn't. No. Right, I've got a quiz question for you. All right.
Oh, fucking hell!
God. Do you know what time it is?
Milton can go first. I want you to tell me how much do you think that Daniel Levy spent on transfers over his time at Tottenham? A difficult question, man.
Fuck. So just on what he spent, not what we received as well?
Just spent on transfers.
2 billion.
John?
2.5 billion.
Oh, Dan?
I reckon 3.2.
Oh, Jesus be Jesus. 1.1 billion.
Tight bastard.
Tighter than a nun's ass.
Yeah, I was going to
There
say
you go,
tighter than a
innit?
crab's ass.
Did you say 1.1 million there or billion?
1.1 billion. 1.1 billion. And they're now apparently this, like Brian said, the 4th of September is now the Tottenham Hotspur Independence Day.
Do you know what, Lou? Do you know what, Lou? You say with that 1.1 billion, do you know what? He's a clever businessman, isn't he?
Or tight, is he?
He's tight, but the tight people are the rich people. He's clever, isn't he? 1.1 billion.
Yeah.
There's us.
So how much money has come in?
Don't know yet. I'm trying to find that out. But
didn't Chelsea spend it in a year?
Yeah.
Chelsea spent that
on the Bowley? Yeah.
Right?
Fucking amazing.
That's a night on the piss at Chelsea, isn't it? Yeah.
Fucking
no, they're all too young to drink.
Oh, yeah. This will please John. Yeah, John. That's what I sent you earlier, just in case the other lot didn't hear it. Of course. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, we got a message from bloody Member of Parliament now. Oh, that Dan what's his name? David Lammy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him. Yeah, go on.
Is he a gooner?
No, but he's I'm not allowed to say it live. He's
wanker. Yeah, you are, Lou. I just said it for you.
I'm not going to give him the time of day because I thought that was the change for Spurs. I'm not going to give him the time of day. But I was going to read out what I sent to John from Change for Spurs, but I'm not sure if I should give them the time of day, really.
No, you should read that out, Lou, because they say they don't take the credit, and then in the next sentence they say about the pressure and the bullshit. And do you know what? Fuck them. No, don't read them out.
Well, they also said, which I couldn't believe, man. They said this is Change for Tottenham. They said that the protests will not stop. Well, hang on a minute.
If it's a new
surely you've got to give him time.
Yeah.
How can you protest about a geezer that hasn't even started yet?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No. Do you know what? They're just one big middle class PR lobbying group, aren't they? You know, that's what they are.
Alistair Gold, who's obviously the main man, isn't he, reporting wise, Dan. The Lewis family currently have no plans to sell the club. Daniel Levy exiting Tottenham is viewed as the final piece within a jigsaw that intends to push the club onto better things with a fresh approach. The club's owners want a more traditional structure with a CEO. That was reported by Alistair Gold, and he's like the man in.
So are we saying Carrington's now fucking buying the players? Or is Frank?
I hope Frank. Yeah.
It needs to be Frank at the end of the day.
I think you can't leave it down to Carrington because he's not like John said. He's not a football man.
He's not a football man. But then that leads me. Do they think that Frank is going to be that director of football type jobby, head coach, and then you have a first team coach who's Cochrane?
Well, my personal point of view is, I really want, because there was rumours that Paratici would be on his way, but I'd like to see Paratici stay and he be the one that go and get the players after talking to Thomas Frank and then go into the chairman. That's what I'm hoping. That'd be the sensible thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not keen on Johan Lang.
Because I'm not really a great lover of Lange. Do you know what I mean? Lange.
No,
Flange.
did you watch the Lange interview the other day?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I did. I find him annoying, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he talks a load of old shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he wasn't. I've got, like I said to you before, I've got an Aston Villa mate. He's actually that sponsor down there going across.
Yeah, they don't rate him.
They were happy when he.
Yeah, they was ecstatic when he went, weren't they?
Yeah, I don't think he's much.
But I'm really hoping that those rumours, what I've seen, but they're only rumours, that Paratici will be gone. But I can't see the point of getting rid of him. Do you know what I mean? I can't understand why they would get rid of Paratici. He's probably the most knowledgeable football man there, except for obviously Thomas Frank.
He's proper knowledgeable when he's got proper backing.
He's got a lot of contacts.
You know, yeah. But
when he goes after players, like Lang will go after one player, maybe two. Say, for example, Spurs are looking for a left back. Paratici will have a list of 10 left backs. You know, many irons in the fire sort of thing, and that's what you want. And he's got a lot of respect within the game, Paratici, isn't he? Even though he just got done.
Changing the subject, I'm not sure. I'm keen on investors coming from that region.
What, Saudi?
Around there, I'm not a great fan of it, to be honest. I'm
down to the Jewish thing.
I'm just not a fucking great fan of it, mate. I've served over there, so I'm not fucking don't want them anywhere near my football club.
Yeah, we're one of the only clubs who's got purely British owners, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's nice to keep it like that. You know, that's all I'm saying.
I hope fucking Joe Lewis and the family, I hope they fucking firmly back this fucking team now, and Frank, and not to fucking prove a point and rub of salt in fucking Levy's wounds.
What Brian wrote earlier, so he's confident. That's what Brian put up earlier.
Yeah,
and Brian does know a lot. To be
if Vinay fucking loves fucking Tottenham, why was he at fucking Arsenal?
He just goes where he's getting paid. He's not. You know what I mean? Is he?
Yeah.
He don't care. He don't care where he goes. I'm hoping, like Brian says, if they're such a massive family, they're thinking, look, we've got so much. I mean, how much money do we want? I mean, Joe Lewis is 88 in here. Let's just say, let's give it a go, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Surely he'll want to see the club win the Premier League, Champions League.
I'm hoping he comes out. I'd say I'm 60-40 at the minute, maybe 70-30. They will come out and try and make a massive signing in January to make a point. I do think they'll go back in for Sofinio.
I don't reckon they'll be able to prize him away.
I reckon they'll go back in for him, Dan, if he hasn't got the minutes. But they're going to have to say to him, look, you still haven't got the minutes. So you've got to help us as much as we can help you. You've got to put a transfer request in, mate.
Yeah.
There's no minutes is no good for him if he wants to play in the World Cup.
No.
And he didn't put in a transfer request. It pissed me off, really. It's all right saying you want to come. And how much do you want to come?
Yeah. But then so I can see the flip side of it, because I wouldn't want to get a player like fucking Isak or Vissa, if I was to be honest, because they've not once come out really and said, "Oh, I want to go and play for that club." They've just fucking wanted to be out of the club they're actually in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want fucking players to come. Savino wants to come to Spurs. That's nice to hear that he wants to come. But you look at Eze, and as much as I hate fucking saying it about him, and I know he's gone to them lot down the fucking road, but him and Gaya, they've not pushed any buttons to leave Palace. Do you know what I mean? They've done it.
I wanted visualise that because I think their character could be disturbing for the dressing room. They sound like a couple of cunts to me.
Yeah.
Putting it straight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't want them. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I couldn't have said that any better, though.
So that's the thing. Like, I hate players down in tools. Like, for instance, if you're not happy at your job and you're looking for another job, you still turn up to the job that you're at. You still get paid to do a job.
Yeah.
And these players down in tools, you don't want bad eggs in your club. That's all it takes. You get one bad egg, and then it just fucking. It's like a cancer vibe. You just ruin the team within.
Yeah, I think Isak's just jumped ship just to go to Liverpool because they're at the top and where they are at at
Yeah,
this moment in time.
definitely,
That's
definitely.
what I see.
More P.
And then I see, yeah, exactly, money. I see Vista going to Newcastle because they're a grade up from Brentford. So, and he's coming to the end of it. You know what I mean? What is he, 28, 29?
Yeah. 29, yeah. Right, let's end it with predictions then, lads. I think it's a week Saturday. Week Saturday. We're going to West Ham.
3-1 Spurs.
New front three. Milton, what's the score going to be, Mush?
Well, I was going to say what Dan said. He said 3-1. So I'm going to go 4-0 Spurs.
John?
4-0.
6-0, bruv. We're gonna do
What's
them.
going on here? Are you lot been on the salt or what?
We're gonna do them fucking irons, bruv.
Tell you, it's
Proper.
positivity, Luke.
4-0, 0-4, 0-6. Dan?
3-1 Spurs.
What did you say? Sorry, 3-1.
3-1 Spurs and Simons to score his first goal.
Kudos with a double.
I'm going to go 3-0. Fuck it. If they win 6-0, John, fucking crack up, man. I'm going to send you
I'm going to go for
If they win
Johnson, scores an hat
I'm going to
trick.
send you some beers in a post.
Johnson, again, ole.
Oh, no.
Johnson's
Not
on the
that
bench.
No,
Ole. Johnson's on the bench.
What? I'd love to see Kudos score a goal and then tap the Spurs emblem. Give it a little tap.
If they can hit the ground running, it's pretty scary, ain't it, to be honest with you?
Yeah.
It is pretty scary and it's exciting, isn't it? But, they must be excited, especially when they come back on the training ground with them three.
Yeah.
That's a good front three, if not one of the best in the Premier League, isn't it? If it all works out, mate.
Do you know what, Lou? Say at Christmas, that front three all go down as injuries. Who are we going to rotate with?
Johnson again, ole.
You haven't spoken about Tell.
Oh, yeah, Tell being left out of the Champions League. To be honest with you, he's made a tough decision and it's the right decision because he had to choose, in my opinion, between him and Odebear. And so far, none of them have lit fires, but Odebear has looked better, in my opinion. Tough decisions you've got to make at a big club.
But I don't think it was wise to buy him anyway.
No, I don't think it was wise to buy him. And I think that deal was done before he got there.
Yeah. And already said he was going to be there next season, so I think that was already done.
Yeah.
I have heard from Bayern fans saying that Tell, you got to be careful with him because he's a confidence player. Listen, mate, when you go to a big club, and we are a big club, it's up to you. You're not a baby. I know you're young. You're not a baby. You've got to go out there when you get your chances and you've got to produce. That way, if you had done that, you would have been in the Champions League squad. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Bang on.
But let's see what happens with Tell now with his attitude. Is he gonna down tools and kick up a fuss because he's not in the CL squad, or is he gonna pull his finger out and try to prove Thomas Frank that he made a mistake by not picking him?
But this is where it comes down to personality, innit? Because I know for a fact that was me, I would say, right, I'll fucking show you. Yeah. But a lot of this generation, as I say about other things, not just football, when they don't get things their own way, they do down tools and they sulk because
they're fucking flaky.
Yeah, because they're born with a silver spoon.
Yeah.
They want everything. They want everything given to them without working for it.
Entitled little fuckers.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, when I was doing the Sunday and when I was managing the young Saturday team and the young Sunday team, we could come off only 2-0 down, right? But I could see that they didn't deserve to be 2-0 down, right? But they'd come off going, "We've lost this. We fucking lost this." I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and I heard that a lot. When a goal used to go in, the heads go down, and it was really hard to give them a team talk because they didn't believe it.
Yeah,
I'd say, go out there and
crazy, isn't it?
Crazy
this new generation.
You're 2-0 down. See, I would never give up at football. I would never give up. And when Harry used to do it as well, big boy. And I keep bringing up the Ajax game.
Yeah,
we were fucked. Game. We were fucked because they scored a couple. We was fucked, but they still done it. If you go out onto that pitch thinking you're not going to win, you won't win.
Yeah.
Same as anything in life. You go to a job and you think, I can't do that job. You ain't going to do it.
No.
But that's the difference again in generation. So it'll be very
It
interesting to see. And I hope he does. If he starts trying that, especially at home, and the crowd get behind him, see, that's what I'd do. I'd play him for a little while, maybe a few cameo roles at home. I'd let him start the Carabao Cup game to try and get his confidence up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've got the cup games,
Yeah,
the FA Cup and that's gonna, and the Carabou's gonna be where we're gonna have to play and prove a point at the end of the day, because in my eyes, Simons is starting, Colo Mano is starting up top regardless of what Richie's done, and he's starting Kudos. So the only place really is that left berth. So you're putting Richarlison in there, or you putting flipping Johnson, or you putting Odebear. That's the way I see it.
Well, it'll be Miani through the middle, Kudus on the right, and Simmons on the left.
Yeah.
Simple
See
as
what
that.
happens.
See what we're talking about generations, but this particular man, he's not really a younger generation, is he? Not really. Richarlison will fucking sulk. Believe me, he will.
Yeah.
If he can start against West Ham, he will
But then
sulk.
that's football players, entitled little pricks as well.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
But probably us lot, I'd say, he'd put me out on it. We'd go. I'd fight for my place. You surely want to be in it, because once players get complacent that they will be picked every week because your squad's shit, they ain't trying as hard. If you know you've got someone on the bench what really wants your position, you will try hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right, boys, I'm going to have to nip off.
Yeah, so I'm going to go now anyway. Thanks for coming on, the lads, and let's look forward to whatever future it is.
Yeah, see what happens.
Lily White, that's what it is. It's moving up. Come on.
Shalom, up the yids.
Salam.
You
You know what I mean?
Yid Army.